Cinderella Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish. Begin by painting your thumb, pointer, and ring nails a glittery pink and your middle and pinky nails glittery blue. On your pointer nail with light blue, we're going to be painting Cinderella's castle. So you're going to start and you're just going to paint really long rectangles all over, and you want them to connect down all the way to the tip of the nail. And so you're going to paint them at different tiers, almost going to look like a set of stairs, if you will. And so just paint a whole bunch and have it almost look like a skyline at the top of it. Okay, so now with a slightly darker blue, I'm going to be painting triangles at the top of each triangle. So there's going to be some that are over, some of the triangles we painted in the last step are going to overlap each other. So if you have triangles that would overlap each other, go for it. We're going to outline later, so that'll separate them out if you need to. Now that we have those, I'm also going to add the gate below. So I'm just going to add a half circle and fill that in with the same darker shade of blue. And then I'm going to go through and just define where the different rectangles are, the different areas of the castle. And then I'm going to add some little windows. And to add the windows, just add little circles, or you can paint a line and add a little like half oval above it. So there's two different kinds of windows you can paint, and you can just place them however you want and however you think they would look the best. So now with white, I'm going to add a highlight to each of the tops, each of the little rough triangles. And then a couple on the different rectangles. This will just give it a little bit more dimension and a little more shading. And then with black, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing the final outline. So outline all of your triangles and outline the skyline of the castle. And then you're also going to add some bars and gates, or the bars to the gate, I guess. So first start by outlining that gate area, and then almost make a grid across it. On your ring nail, with the same light blue we just used, we're going to be painting her shoe, her glass slipper. So start by painting the shoe shape, and you want to make sure to give it a nice high heel. And for this step, if you're having trouble getting the shoe shape, I would suggest looking at a pair of your own shoes. And so now we're going to be darkening the inside, so that's where your foot would go, where your foot would slide into the shoe. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of a low light to the sole of the shoe. And every time you add a low light, you're going to want to add a highlight, especially since this is supposed to be a glass shoe. It's going to have lots of highlights to make it really look like it's glittery and sparkly. And then, just like everything else, outline it with black. On your middle and pinky nail, we're going to be painting the bottom, like the skirt of her dress. So I'm going to start by painting, right above her hip, she's got like those nice big poofs of blue. So I'm going to start with blue and just paint those with the paint. And while that's still wet, I'm going to marble in some white. And then with darker blue, I'm going to outline that area that we just painted. So I'm going to start by defining a little triangle at the top, and then each side. And then below those, you're going to want to add just some little lines coming down to make it look like it's folded or pleated, and then add some of those same lines down below to make it look like the dress has pleats. So then on your thumbnail with light blue, we're going to be painting the shape of her magical pumpkin carriage. So start with an oval. And then down below or on the side, depending on how you look at the nail, you're going to want to paint some curly cues. So this would be the pumpkin's vines or the carriage's wheels, depending on how you think about it. So add some curls off to each side. And now we're going to be adding just some lines just to define where the different, like the lines in the pumpkin would be. And then you're also going to want to low light the swirls that are underneath. And I'm really sorry that you can't see what I'm doing there because of the way my mother's nail is turned. But it's just like low lighting everything else. You just line the bottom of each swirl. So then with gold, I'm going to be adding some details like a little window and the little bit of a stem at the top. And then also the leaves, or the leaf shape, I guess, on the bottom. So just for the window, just add a circle right in the center of your pumpkin, and it has a line going through the middle. And then in the top half of the circle, add pink for what would be like a curtain. And then outline everything in black. And of course, add a layer of top coat. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my design. Please share your recreations with me on Facebook and Twitter. I always love to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!